What you doing?
Alkaline ignited one of his earliest flashpoints in 2014 with a provocative line on the Igloo rhythm track Touch You. After my get good shook, Batty Wash, Data Brada. In Jamaican slang, Batty Wash explicitly refers to anal stimulation.
I have a system of my own. Yeah.
What's up, Batty Wash, what a brother?
An act still highly taboo in mainstream culture. The lyrics spread like wildfire through media outlets. Dancehall legend Bounty Killer publicly condemned it at a Kingston show, warning that dancehall was getting too freaky, and urging artists to keep explicit content private. Authorities in Nevis even banned Alkaline from performing, citing concerns over its influence on impressionable youth. Alkaline responded swiftly with a signature shrug, telling Urban Islands he cares zero about the backlash, and insisted the lyric was merely reflecting reality, not a shock tactic. Yet many in the industry remained put off. Lady Saw labeled it so gross, and accused him of chasing attention rather than musical substance, while Iwayne dismissed the lyric as a stunt, questioning whether he'd be okay if his own daughter became associated with such explicit content. Vybz Kartel later seized on the moment, referencing Batty Wash in his diss track Couldn't, mocking Alkaline's blunt persona and turning the phrase into a weapon in their ongoing rivalry. Meanwhile, memes like Batty Wash, Boy Ya proliferated across TikTok and YouTube, ensuring the lyric's grip on dancehall pop culture long after its release. Not just a sensational line, the Batty Wash controversy became a defining moment in Alkaline's career. A bold statement that challenged cultural boundaries, sparked bans, drew public rebukes from prominent artists, and cemented his reputation as a provocateur in a genre that often operates at the edge of acceptability. Shortly thereafter, Alkaline caused another stir with what was dubbed the eyeball tattoo stunt. With bleached blonde locks and dark contact lenses, he had fans and media speculating that he tattooed his corneas. Months later, he revealed the lenses were fake, part of a carefully orchestrated image shift, timed with the release of his debut album New Level Unlocked. In the lead-up to 2016, Alkaline teased the symbolic year as a turning point, signaling that his artistry would mature beyond theatrics. When New Level Unlocked dropped that year, many agreed he had finally delivered substance to match the spectacle. Critics quickly began drawing comparisons between Alkaline's image and that of Vybz Kartel, highlighting resemblances in hairstyle, tattoos, and overall stage persona. Kartel himself acknowledged in a 2020 interview that Alkaline had bit his style, calling him cool, but stopping short of a full endorsement. Kartel later employed approximately mild priest insults on social media, mocking Alkaline and others for their celibacy and lack of children. A pointed commentary on character and masculinity that resonated widely in dancehall forums. In January 2017, Kartel escalated tensions further by releasing Close Casket, a full-on diss aimed at Alkaline. Despite being incarcerated, Kartel's influence remained potent. Close Casket rocketed to #1 in Jamaica within a day. Just months later, a December 2017 video went viral showing Alkaline interrupting selector Tony Matterhorn's set at a US club when a Kartel track came on. The confrontation ended with Alkaline verbally lashing out at Matterhorn, who later remarked that Alkaline had just made himself look bad. In late 2016, Alkaline struck back with his own diss track, Ricochet, aimed squarely at Kartel. The song generated buzz, especially after Alkaline publicly challenged onlookers to summon Mavado to join him on stage, infusing the beef with added bravado. The Shadefest continued in April 2020 when Alkaline dropped Nafi Like, another jab at Kartel's prison-bound narrative. The track drew even more attention as Kartel cryptically responded online weeks later, reigniting the feud. Kartel took specific aim at Alkaline's reported lack of children, posting old squad pictures captioned with half-priest and implying moral superiority. Social media lit up in response. Some defended Alkaline's focus on career, others slammed him for lacking traditional masculinity markers. Rumors of a clash between Alkaline and Masicka began to circle by 2022, hinting at a possible showdown, though Jamaican veteran Beanie Man publicly downplayed the possibility, saying, "Dat pass," while fans still pricked up their ears for subliminal lyrical shots. Industry analysts often place Alkaline in the rarefied realm of artists who've emulated Kartel's blueprint, fusing theatrical image with confrontational lyrics, though critics say he hasn't matched Kartel's prolific output or consistency. Online forums echo this tension. One Reddit user remarked that early hype turned to disappointment when substance didn't follow style. His penchant for cryptic social media posts in mid-2023 stirred fresh speculation. Code for an album release? A fresh feud? The ambiguity only fueled engagement and conversation among fans aiming to decipher hidden meanings. Along the way, Alkaline's alliances and rivalries, most notably with the MVP crew featuring Mavado and Jamil, surfaced through public jokes, diss tracks, and interviews. Kartel's return to calling them priests during this time underscored a potent clash of values and loyalty across dancehall factions. On stage at major Jamaican festivals, Alkaline occasionally delivered off-mic remarks. Some playful, others pointed toward Kartel or his allies. Clips made their rounds online, further elevating speculation about where loyalties lay. Both Alkaline and Kartel continued trading codified lyric references, rarely explicit but widely understood by fans. Each time Alkaline released a track with broad cultural commentary, listeners scanned for possible God's cocks, or Gaza priest barbs. In interviews, Alkaline sometimes downplays drama, describing his lyrics as storytelling rather than personal attacks. Yet public mentions of Kartel, direct or implied, continue to draw attention and media coverage. Beef aside, Alkaline's consistent strategy has been to alternate between confrontation and withdrawal, dropping controversial singles, stepping back, then returning with music that emphasizes craft over chaos. Critics say this piques engagement, while skeptics claim it hinders cohesion. Music blogs often note that even with explicit lines like Batty Wash, Alkaline shows lyrical range, switching seamlessly to introspective ballads or dancehall romanticism. This versatility often earns defenses from fans, even during controversy. Despite the scandals, Alkaline has maintained a loyal core fan base. Many admire his willingness to broach taboo topics and disrupt dancehall norms. But others see it as carefully calibrated provocateur energy, trailing controversy for attention. Hosting events in Jamaica and abroad post-Batty Wash, Alkaline's invites often carry enforced dress codes and language stipulations, an industry reaction to calibrate crowd response to his history of explicit lyricism and live show antics. His public back and forth with selectors like Matterhorn in the US has sometimes overshadowed musical performances. Reporters remark that the beef plays out more like scripted drama than spontaneous clash. As of mid-2025, the Batty Wash line remains a cultural touchstone, periodically trending with each anniversary or reboot of the Igloo rhythm on social platforms. It's cemented in dancehall folklore, both reviled and celebrated. Newer dancehall artists frequently reference Alkaline's lyricism, either by sampling the line in tracks or invoking his boundary-pushing reputation as they attempt to tease shock value into their own music. Despite recurring feuds, Alkaline occasionally extends olive branches in interviews, calling for dancehall unity and downplaying the importance of commercial rivalries. Some fans believe this signals a possible detente. Others see it as PR play. Media outlets continue to track Alkaline's evolution, questioning whether he'll ever transcend the legacy of controversies without losing fan recognition. It's a delicate balance between mystique and stagnation, stunt and sincerity. Through it all, Alkaline's story shows the power of controversy within dancehall, how a single provocative lyric like Batty Wash can define an image, ignite feuds, generate content, and keep an artist relevant in shifting cultural conversations.